start off, my name is Kezia. I am the mum of Howl from Howls and Castles. This is the long overdue and probably not really much awaited mun video. Right now I have about 442 followers, I think. Yeah, so I'm going to talk about a little bit today how I met Howl and everybody in DCRP. Cover DCRP, Disney Characters Roleplay, is the group that I am currently in. I first started out with Disney Adventures Roleplay, or DARP. I came upon that from the gym, who actually got me into roleplaying with them, but I'm very happy about that. I've met wonderful people. I remember the first time I came across Howls Moving Castle. It was at Hollywood Video, which is a rental store. I'm old. And you know those big TVs they have in the back where there's like 9 of them, and on it was Howls Moving Castle. Was at the part where he's changing the castle to connect to the hat shop. And I remember just going over the TVs and standing there and watching for a good 10 minutes before the lady came over and said, "Would you like me to get you that movie so you can take it home and watch it?" And that's how I came upon Howl. And then I shortly after found the book, read it, and loved it. You should read it. I don't have my copy here, close to me. Should have thought about that. But so that's how I got Howl. Yes, I have a notebook telling me what to do because I'm not on internet at the moment. My computer kind of sucks. In DCRP, there's a few people I like to just give a small shout out to. Obviously, there's Body, who Howl is going to marry at the end of this month. Other muses I've had, besides Howl, has been Turnip Head. That did not last very long, and I'm trying to get him back. I had Markle for a little bit, though too hyper, that young boy. And in chat, if you did not know, DCRP has a chat room on Chat Tango, and most of the time I'm either Howl or now Lord Mallory. Yes. But I've made a post about this before, but a few other people I have played have included Thor, Hawkeye, Zach Bagans from Ghost Adventures. I played Lottie for one day because Howl and her switched bodies. That was exciting. I was asked to talk about one of my favorite headcanons on Howl, and one that I came up with was the language barrier one. Obviously, Howl is not from Ingrid. He is from Wales. And coming to find magic, he made a portal into Ingrid, and their languages are significantly different. It says in the book that when Sophie and Markle both crossed through Howl's closet into Wales, they could not understand English. So, aside from Howl knowing a lot of languages, I would have assumed that him and Calcifer kind of made a spell to learn the language. He wouldn't be able to actually read or write, but he can obviously talk. And I'm still kind of thinking about how that works and all the mechanics of it, but so far that is the one I'm most proud of, and I came to thinking about it from Doctor Who. And I'm really apologetic if this video is incredibly horrible. My poor little laptop, that actually is quite new. Okay, so this is going to be a many-part series apparently until I can make them together. I'm apologizing for how horrible this video is going to be because of the little fact that my computer is not all that great. Yeah. So this is really a short video because I have no talent to do. It is currently after midnight, and it has actions I had received were along the line, if I don't move, maybe it's better. We'll see. How did I go about adopting Danny? Well, there was one crazy night in chat where a few new people were in, and it was just a crazy little party, and I think it was Danny. So it was Danny's, I think, first night in chat, and Miss Potts was there, and she was trying to make Danny contact his parents or something like that, and then Howl came to the rescue and offered magic milk, which is just normal milk, but with magic added to the front of it, and they became really good friends. And since there was no Wendy at the time, it was just Howl adopted Danny. Howl made a room in his castle, and Danny lives there now. Shahiro Not said, "Hello, my darling dearest. You've asked questions. You've sent a lot of questions." That's the word I'm looking for. If I was a potato, how would I like to be cooked? Wow, it does not like counting over 50. To be honest, I have a potato blog. I'll link it in the description about it. I made the potato blog real quick because in chat along with it I was a potato fairy that turned into a potato fairy king. Did you use Tia or Tiana? Yeah, one of my better ideas in chat. What hair colors does Howl like more? He actually prefers blonde because he thinks the ladies are more attracted to blonde than, say, his natural brown hair or that bluish black color in the movie. But Howl, no TP. I actually would have to say, like, which of the waist. As much as I would have liked how that came to be more, I don't ship it. I'm sure there's worse ones out there, but no TP. Would I let Howl eat my heart? Probably. Who wouldn't? He's a fancy man of fancy. Fabulousness. Before this video does, a quick shout out to, of course, Jim, who is probably no longer on Tumblr anymore from what I've seen. Him and the Rapunzel he used to roleplay with, which is actually our Tiana now, who's now Tinkerbell too. Their roleplaying got kind of me into roleplay. So, yeah, and then Lottie, Belle, Adam, of course. I was asked to talk about a lot of things. The ship bowl. Bowel. Yeah. Tell me if you guys even like that ship. I don't know. I adore it. It's fun. Simba, Danny, Tia, Calcifer. I miss our Calcifer so much. He was such a good fire. But I think the mud has been moving or switching places. I don't know. Something along those lines. There's gonna be so much editing in this movie. That kind of sums up everything I've kind of got, I guess. DCRP, I love you all. I love all the people I've interacted with. It's been such a great experience, and I hope to continue rolling on this craziness that is roleplay. Thank you for letting me be your Howl, even though I'm not even that confident in my writing and my style changes very often. I'm very glad to have a Howl muse, and now along with the Lord Mallory muse. Should talk about him a bit more, but maybe that's a better shout out than what I already have in the video. To Lottie, she came with me from DARP and helped create DCRP along with Simba, who, even though we haven't actually interacted outside of chat as a whole, I love them with every fiber of my being, and I appreciate everything they have done and everything they continue to do. To Lottie in general and her relationship with Howl, even though they've had their ups and downs, what relationship hasn't? And it's funny just to see how they interact on a day-to-day basis. Wonderful. You should all go follow all these people. Just do it if you haven't already. To Belle, again, even though they haven't interacted outside of chat, they're brother and sister basically. They tease, they fight, they argue, but they can't ever really be separated. There's just that type of sibling relationship there that needs to be extended on. To Adam, oh my. I know I already said this kind of in the video, but I'm really bad at editing, so I'm gonna kind of re-say things here. I remember the day that Adam kind of showed up in chat, and Belle was so excited, and we were all excited, and I don't remember all that happened, but I'm very glad it did, because Adam, both Muse and Mun, just wonderful. I love them both. So does Howl, and it's wonderful to have met them. To Danny and Tia, who I placed them together because they're sisters. I don't know if that should be pretty known, give or take. They are my favorites. Like, just talking to them in general makes me happy. I love them so much. And even though when I didn't say it when I was talking about Danny earlier, Hal loves Danny a lot. Obviously, he wouldn't have taken Danny in if he didn't. Even though Hal doesn't really like kids, there is always a soft spot for the several few that are in his life through all of this. So, wonderful thank you to Danny. A quick shout out to Vidya, even though she hasn't really interacted with Hal, she interacts with Lord Maury a lot, and it's fantastic. It's wonderful. I love it. How all of these wonderful people get all of my muses to interact and to go through different emotions that I personally probably could never have even fathomed until they came along. Sorry for my voice to keep cutting out. So I've had a cold for the past while, so that explains that. A few other shoutouts that, even though we've never really interacted, you interacted with me personally, like Chihiro, not Sen, Howling Wizard. If you do see this, I hope you guys do. I hope you guys see what I have to say. I love you all. To Azula, the Falling Firebender, yeah. Big shout out to her. She's wonderful. Go follow her. You don't even have to really interact. Most of you guys don't interact with me, but I love and appreciate every single one of you, so I'm sure she would as well. All of them would. All of you would. Who wouldn't? So I'm probably going to put this at the end of my video, which is right apparently now from what you guys are seeing. If I did not put you in the shout out, do not fear, I love you. This is a very ill-planned video that I promised back in August, and it's December 9th. I love you all. What more is there to say? This has been a beautiful time on Tumblr and just the beautifulness of the roleplay community. If there's anything more you'd ever like to ask, if you ever want to talk to me personally, I can give you my Skype account. Oh goodness. This is the end of the video, man. What else am I going to say? I wish I could have had more to talk about, more to discuss, but again, this was an ill-planned video, even though this should have been done a few months ago. But anyways, please have a wonderful evening. Please continue being happy in your roleplay community. And with that, I shall bid you all adieu.